Yes, everybody, welcome back to the Irish Hotspur. Your boys Jack and Dave here. We are going to be giving our reactions to the different channel creators' predictions ahead of our clash with Manchester City this Saturday. I'm looking forward to this game. It's an opportunity to get a little bounce back. Really a shame the way that we ended off before the international break. I think we were all expecting a win to sort of kind of relax, cool off over the international break. But now we have some question marks over Spurs and everything. And so let's hope that they can put us back on the right track this weekend. Curious to see what the predictions will be. I wonder if there will be some wins, some draws, some losses, maybe a mix of all. But Dave, before we get into it, anything to say to the people?
Yeah, look, we're back. Hopefully, we see that reflected on the pitch in terms of picking up some performances and showing a lot more consistency. However, speaking of consistency, I think we're going to see up and down predictions over the course of this, Jack. That's just purely my guess. I haven't seen any of them purely because some will think, we always beat Man City, and then some fear Man City. So let's see what happens.
And let's get straight into it, though. We have Marlon from Spurs Kings TV. Smash the like button for us if you can, everybody, and do subscribe over to Marlon's channel. And let's see what he has to say ahead of this clash. I'm curious. Maybe he'll go for a win this time. You never know with Marlon. He's got to climb up that league table.
Dave, Jack, hope you are well. It is Marlon from Spurs Kings TV, and it's my prediction for Man City. But first of all, Dave, I think you owe me a bit of an apology. Do you remember what I said on the last video about McKenna and defensive and us being at home? And you were like, no, we're at home, we should be fine, this, that, and the other. So, yeah, Dave, I'll take that one for later. No, joking. Anyway, look, Ipswich was disappointing, very disappointing. Do I think Spurs can win this game? Yes. Spurs can win any game, but how I look at it is, it's Man City. They've lost 4 on the bounce. It's not going to be easy at all. Definitely not easy. Pep's just signed a new deal. They've got a bounce. But to be fair, against Southampton, they didn't play well, but they won 1-0. So that's why I'm going to go for 3-2 either way. But as this is a prediction, I am going to go, and there's a league table involved. I'm gonna have to sway to Man City. I think that'll be too strong for us. Look, all I'm looking for is a performance. We need a performance. And again, these results are going to be up and down. This is what we're going to get with Ange at the moment. Consistencies. The team's inconsistent. We've got injuries. It's just But look, Spurs hopefully will do the job. We'll get it done, and I'll be here celebrating next week. But look, I just can't see it happening. So yeah, Spurs, I'm going to go for Manchester City 3, Spurs 2. And as always, come on, you Spurs, please.
Big up to Marlon. Everybody, he's gone for a 3-2 defeat to get us started off with. Also pointed out to Dave that he was right about Kieran McKenna. It's like he wants to get you involved in the league table there, Dave. He wants to make it competitive for everybody, Marlon. But I mean, what do you say to his 3-2 prediction there? He wants to climb up that league table, and he thinks Man City is the way to do it.
Yeah, well, first of all, he's not getting an apology from me. I think I deserve an apology for all the other ones he's got wrong where he predicted Tottenham to lose and we've ended up winning. So, swings and roundabouts there, Marlon. So, I think I'm probably on about 5 off you at this stage. So I'll let that pass. But when it comes to Marlon's predictions, you know what, Jack? I think he is absolutely spot on. I think, many people are going to look at Man City did 4 games on a run of 4 games without a win, or 4 games losing on the bounce, and their form hasn't been great heading into the international break. And ironically, we started that form. However, I think Marlon is correct. They're going to have a lot of their injured players back. Guardiola signed a new contract. I think is a statement to send out to the squad. I think maybe there was a bit of complacency in there. I think now that he's signed a new contract, they're going to be raring to go and win that league title again. So I sort of am with Marlon in this one. I'm a bit fearful heading into this game.
Well, everybody, check out Marlon's channel, Spurs Kings TV. Show them some love, please. But let's keep it moving. Let's go on over to the perfect match, Kate's channel, Kate and Jimbo's. Wonder if they're going to go for a 3-2, but Spurs way around this time. Let's see what Kate has to say ahead of this clash.
Big up Dave and Jack over at the Irish Hotspur. Make sure everyone's subscribing and liking this video. It's Kate on the perfect match, sitting here in my Colorado Spurs scarf, full of cold, but so excited that the Premier League is back this weekend. Thank the Lord. And we've got a lovely, easy game as well to welcome us back. Manchester City away on Saturday night. I pray with every part of my body that we get a result. The toxicity over the last fortnight has been horrendous. I can't even imagine the meltdown if we get beaten. If we get beaten by Manchester City, but they're on a run of 4 losses, I believe. City. This isn't going to continue. You know, Pep won't allow it. Pep's just signed an extension to his contract. I cannot see anything other than a City win. I hate to say it. We are so poor away from home. They are so good, usually, at the Etihad. It doesn't bode well. So, unfortunately, unlike Jimbo, I always give my predictions based on my head and not my heart. I'm going to get loads of stick in the comments, I always do. It's not because I'm not a Spurs fan. I'm asked my honest opinion, and I try and give an unbiased opinion. And my opinion is the result will be Manchester United, not even Manchester United, Manchester City 3, Tottenham 1. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope Spurs surprise me. And yeah, let the meltdowns commence. But as always, lads, come on, you Spurs! Prove me wrong.
Big up to Kate. Everybody do show some love to the perfect match. Great pair of them, Jimbo and Kate. Show them some love, please, over on the YouTube. Subscribe over to their channel. Dave, I think if anybody's going to give Kate the most stick in the comments, it's probably going to be Jimbo.
Yeah, I think it will be Jimbo. I think, when she mentioned 3-1 City, I was expecting Jim to walk by with the divorce papers and a pen and get her to sign it there and then, to be brutally honest. I absolutely love them as a couple. You've got one who, absolutely won't have a bad word said about Spurs, and then the other one, yin and yang. I think that's why it works over there. But look, again, it's another one that we're fearful of Man City, and again, I think it's hard to disagree with Kate. We're walking into the Lions' Den here, Jack. This is where Man City usually push on, so I can understand why people are giving their honest opinions and sort of veering towards Man City.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Jimbo, I hope you're right and Kate is wrong in this case, and let's hope for a huge Spurs bounce back. But I can understand again why people might be slightly skeptical ahead of this one. It's just a very tough contest ahead. It's not really the best, position to find yourself in if you really do want to look for a bounce back type of game. It's a very difficult situation we find ourselves in. But let's move on to the Scarfey Spurs talk. We're going over to Harry Scarf, see what he has to say. And I do like his analysis ahead of the game, so let's just let him go.
What's happening, Dave and Jack? Thank you very much, as always, for this opportunity. So, Man City at the weekend, obviously not been the start of the season we would have wanted, up and down. Is it a good time or bad time to play Man City? It has to be the question here. If there ever is a good time to play Manchester City, but I don't think it is. 4 losses in a row in all competitions before the international break. They've had that international break for players to come back from injury, get closer to coming back, regalvanise, if you like. Pep announcing that he's going to extend for another year at least, and Man City until 2026. That's massive, regardless of whether it affected the players or not. When you have a manager committed to your club, it does make a big difference, even if you are the elite, kind of mentality and top club. And Man City in this game for Spurs is massive who's available, whether Romero is available, whether Van der Vent's available. A few doubts about Basuma, Kulusevski, Dragisin, so this could go from bad to worse. And we've played some centre-back partnerships, haven't we, in the last few years at the Etihad. Obviously last year it was Emerson Royal and Davis. They've had Dyer there in the past, so I don't quite know what it will look like from a defensive point of view. If everyone's fit, it'll be interesting to see. That midfield, I think, is up for debate. Obviously, Bentacle, we know, out for 7 games. I think the club have appealed it. I don't think anything will come from that. So the obvious one will be to slot Basuma in that 6 and have Kulusevski and probably Sarr in front of him. But I wouldn't be opposed to playing Archie Gray in this game. I think the player suited for the big occasion, and I think will suit Man City in the way they play. Will find gaps. I think cause Man City lots of problems. Obviously, the front three picks itself. They're all fit. Son, Johnson and Solanke, I think we could really hurt City, but we've got to look at ourselves defensively, got to stay switched on, can't make mistakes, and we have to be a lot better than we did against Ipswich. For me, it's a case of avoiding defeat here. I think we're going to give it a go. We're going to fight hard, but I am going to go with, I'm afraid, a 3-2 Man City win. But it wouldn't surprise me if we win this after losing to Ipswich. It would be so Spurs. So I'm going 3-2 City, I'm afraid. As always, I hope I'm wrong. I usually am, but I think we definitely come out fighting, and so they should.
Everybody give a big round of applause to Harry. This guy really, for being so young and everything, speaks so well, has so much to say, before the game as well. He's able to get so much out, in such a short span of time too. It's pretty impressive. I will say the guy has a real sense of the game. So please, everybody, show some love to his channel, the Scarfey Spurs Talk. And Dave, I mean, I don't blame him. Like I just said earlier with Kate and with Marlon, I don't necessarily blame him, but he's gone for a 3-2 win to Man City. He wishes he was wrong, or he hopes he's wrong. He says he's wrong often, a lot of the time. I'm not sure if that's the case. Seems like a smart guy, so I bet he's right a lot of the time, Harry, but he's gone for a 3-2 loss.
No, 100%. And look, I think he's brought the context around anyone that's maybe fearful heading into this game, where he's speaking about the backline. We don't know what backline's going to be available to us. Romero and Van de Ven, they're both carrying injuries, so it looks like it could be a partnership of Dragusin and Ben Davies. Yes, Ben Davies has got up to City before and got that 3-3 for us. But let's be brutally honest, from what we've seen of that partnership, it's absolutely all over the place. And someone like Haaland will have a field day with that. So I am worried about that. Ironically, I do think Dragusin's agent is starting to troll Tottenham, actually, because he's come out again and said his client is happy to stay. Ironic that when we've got injuries. So I think he's starting to troll this football club. But Harry, teach me your ways, my man. You get a lot out in that minute. So fair play to you.
Fair play to the guy. Please, everybody, show some love to his channel. Let's keep it moving to the Lee, the Dorset Spur. See what he has to say. Now, I will say straight away, Lee, love the backdrop. Looks lovely, nice sunny day. Is it a bit of a foul, though, to have on that red hoodie, ahead of this game here? We need 3 points, Lee. We can't be having any sort of bad, kind of voodoo or anything going against us. We can't, if anybody is superstitious, this is not what you want to be seeing on screen here. So just a forewarning to you, Lee, but normally you are a role model to the rest of us here. So I shouldn't really be saying anything to you, but big up to Lee, the Dorset Spur. See what he has to say. Just pretend he's not wearing the red hoodie.
Hello, boys. Lee, the Dorset Spur, back with a prediction now that the Premier League is back. Thankfully, we don't have to sit through any more international football. But with that brings back the big challenge. The big challenge for us being Manchester City away. They don't come much bigger than that after losing to Ipswich at home, do they? Jesus. But listen, this could be what makes us Spursy. Because I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't go up there and actually get a result. Now that would be Spursy. Man City on a really terrible run, having lost 4 games since they played us. Let's hope that we can maintain that. Said it before, I'll say it again. Never going to bet against my team. Always going to predict them to get a good result. And for this one, for some reason, and I don't know why, I could be a total fool. I generally am. But for me, for some reason, in my head, I've got 1-0. 1-0, where's that coming from? But listen, it's got to happen at some point. So I'm going to go with that. 1-0 to the Spurs. Up the Spurs.
Up the Spurs. You got to go with your gut, Dave. You got to go with the gut. He's gone for a 1-0. Not easy when you lose against Ipswich and you're looking for a bounce back. Like I say, a Man City away is the next game you have in front of you. Not easy, but he's got to find a way. He's just got to find a path in his head, leave for Spurs victory, and he's found a path to a 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose, the positivity of Lee's life, the exercise, the sun, I suppose it breeds positivity, right? And I think that's sort of reflected on him also.
Outlet should be jealous of that walk that he was on.
I am jealous. I needed sunglasses watching that video, Jack. Glorious sun in the background, open skies, but it's a bit chilly. Absolutely perfect weather to a degree. I almost nearly had to check the oxygen levels when he said 1-0 because we don't keep clean sheets whatsoever. But do you know what? Sometimes, Jack, I get a feeling. I sit there to you a couple of days out and said, Jack, this player's going to score. And look, he does. So, sometimes them feelings can come true. But I'm not going to say that jumper was quite red, but it was very, very borderline. So we're going to give Lee a caution. 1 yellow card. We don't want to see any colour similar to that again. Come on, Lee. Appropriate, my man.
Probably in the maroon category, which is dangerously close, Lee. So just a forewarning. But like I said, normally a role model to the rest. So maybe it was just an accidental mess up, and you were clearly trying to multitask, get a nice little walk in while also sending us the prediction. Like I said, he's a role model to the rest of us. Big up to Dermatron. He's up next. Please, everybody, show love to Lee, the Dorset Spur, though. Please check out his channel. And now we're going to end off, as we do, with THFC Till I Die, Dermatron.
Hi guys, this is Dermot, aka Dermatron from THFC Till I Die, home and Tottenham past, present and exciting future under Ange Postecoglou, and this is my match day prediction of Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspur on Saturday. Listen guys, all this bullshit about Ange falling out with players and players not talking to Ange and It's a load of bullshit. And that's what it is. It's just the media stirring the pot because Tottenham had lost against Ipswich. A game we shouldn't have lost. But look, we move on. We get ready for Man City. They've lost 4 in a row. We're going to make it 5. It ain't going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be a walk in the park. It's not. But I have a gut-wrenching feeling we're going to win. And we're going to win 3-1. I think we're going to go up there. City's confidence is low. They're missing players as well. And I really do feel that we can do a job up there. And I really feel that between now and January, it's going to be the biggest period for us under... sorry, guys. Under Ange Postecoglou. And I feel it's going to be an important period. And this is where our season is going to make or break our season, to be fair. We've got the League Cup quarterfinals against Man City, Man United. We've got the 2 Europa Leagues, and we've got all these Premier League games. But for Man City, we're going to go up there, we're going to win. I'm always confident we're going to win. Come on, you Spurs. Big Antry trust. We never stop.
Big up to the Dermotron. He's gone for his Spurs win. But Dave, I feel like I might have missed the score that he maybe gave us. Well, I think he's just gone for his Spurs 3-1. He's gone for. Thank you. Huge games ahead. He says this one's one of the do or die games, one of the make or break. I wouldn't go that far. I think there's still a chance for us to make a comeback, for us to make a bounce back, even if we were to drop points here to Man City. I think it's just a really tough test ahead, and also because they're just as desperate as we are, really, to get points back. So I'm a little fearful. But Dave, Dermotron, always going to go for a win. I hope he starts feeling a little bit better. Sounded like he was a little bit under the weather there. And please, everybody, show some love to his channel, THFC Till I Die.
He's starting to sound like me with all that coughing there, Dermo. You know, I must inspire him an awful lot. But when it comes to, the bullshit article, or so he says bullshit, do you know what? I'm inclined to disagree a little bit on that. I do think there is some truth to the rumours. But look, Dermot, let us know what your source says in the comment section below. He might have told you something completely different, so please do let us know the inside track on that, if you have it. But you know what? 3-1 is why I love Dermo Jack. Him and Lee, they'll never back against Tottenham, which I absolutely love. And they're open about it, They'll never go, I want to be top of the league table or anything like that, like Marlon at the start. These boys, they just will not bet against the team, and I absolutely love it. But you know what? Marlon in work doing the video. You got Kate sitting at home on the couch, not well. Dermot out in the car, not well, doing the video. Lee on the walks, looked a little bit under the weather. Harry Scarfey looked good. He looked fine. But, people not too well at this moment in time. So, guys, hopefully you all feel better. Massive thank you for sending in all the videos and the dedication to these channel predictions. Because, believe it or not, I actually love sitting here and reacting to your predictions. So, thank you very much.
Thank you for making these videos possible, all of you guys. And everybody, please check out their respective channels in the comments below. Will be pinned at the top of the comments. And we'll see you next time. Come on, you Spurs. In the Big Ange we trust. We never stop. See you, everybody. Have a good one.